Plump Goops Podcast.
Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes.
Welcome back, everyone, to Hot Takes High Stakes.
Welcome.
Hello.
This is the highest number of episodes that we've ever gotten on anything, right? Episode 61.
Yeah. That is the highest episode ever.
This is the do we call this the highest episode ever?
Yeah.
God, we're so high right now.
Astronomically.
I feel like a lot of the conversations that are had on this podcast are conversations that you could call like high conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like high or not high.
That's yeah. We are high on 50% of the episodes. It's your job to go back and see which ones.
Is it like all the hosts, or is it just one of the hosts?
Yes,
the entire squad.
It's everyone. Ooh, that would be. Have you seen those videos online that are like, they put like 10 people in a room and they're like, one of these people is high. You all have to figure out who it is. We should do that, but on one of the episodes.
Is it not like a Jubilee thing?
Yeah,
it's something like
that.
It's something like that, Tanner. It certainly is something like
It could.
That's
be
what.
something
That's what
like
comes
that.
to mind.
I want something just like this.
Okay.
Who sings that?
That's the Chainsmokers and Chris Martin.
All right, so Hot Takes, High Stakes. What is it?
Oh yeah, we haven't even done that.
What
Hot Takes,
is
High Stakes
it?
Is we just all give one hot take, sometimes a warm-up take, which I think David has one, and then we decide which take was hottest at the end of the day. And today, I think we're going to relinquish the floor to David for his warm-up take.
Thank you. This struck me
Alright.
this morning. So
Yeah. Did it now.
I'm a TA here, and the class is fully virtual. And I had this recurring link going for most of the semester, but a few weeks ago, my Zoom just glitched out and it wouldn't let me sign in, and all my meetings went away. And so since then, I've been sending out individual links every Wednesday and Friday morning.
Yes.
And, so I have so many links out there, and sometimes I get these emails that's like, so-and-so has joined your meeting, and that means they're in a different one. They've like found a different link and they think that that's the correct one. And like this morning, it was 9:24 and it starts at 9:30 and nobody's in the waiting room. And I'm like, did I send the right one? Where is everybody? So I've deduced that I have Zoom host anxiety, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Zoom host anxiety.
I want to run a perfect meeting that accomplishes everything, but it's hard to it's hard to do that.
What are your responsibilities that give you anxiety in the Zoom host meetings?
So I have to in this class, I have to set up the schedule, email it out to everyone in the class and the other TAs. I have to invite my professor via calendar because he doesn't get Canvas notifications. I also have to email it to I also have to email it to any of the guest lecturers. I had to put together the syllabus and like all of that as well. But
What? It sounds like you're doing this teacher's job.
yeah, but we're not going to say that.
Call him out.
I'm not going to say
What's his
that.
name?
No. No. Oh, no. But yeah, it's just very stressful. I feel like, what if I joined the incorrect meeting and everyone was in the right one?
It's FOMO.
Yeah, it's like, fear is paying a debt you may not owe, right? Is that what someone said?
What?
He once posted on his story, it was like, fear is paying a debt you may not owe, or something like that. And that's what
fear is.
That's what Zoom is doing to me. It's making me scared.
I don't know. I don't really host any like meetings or anything. I would
Like,
say
this one doesn't, because like I'm in contact with y'all. But when it's with people that I'm not like able to just text and be like, oh, we're Zooming now, I'm like, oh my god, did I send the correct link? Because they want to join like right at 9:30, and that's fine. That's when class starts.
Yeah.
But just think about me for a second. I'm terrified in here.
I mean, if you're nervous about the pod on episode 61, what are you doing?
No, not the pod, because I know y'all. I can.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is fine. I'm happy here. I'm happy to be
We're
here.
all happy here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that off my chest. It was more not so much a take, but a realization I
Yeah.
had, and I thought it was interesting.
I don't know, Tanner, thoughts?
I guess I don't know. I feel like the teachers, whenever they fuck up with Zoom, it's like normal. It's normalized.
Yeah.
But when a TA fucks up, like
Exactly. Like,
get
My
You're
head's
not
on
helping,
fire.
Tanner. You're not helping.
with
yeah,
what?
I'm scared.
Oh, it's
Dude,
like it's the 10th week of school. Like, figure it out,
Right, you're right. It's like you're a shitty TA if you can't even send the right Zoom link.
Yeah, if you can't even do that right, what else are you fucking up?
Right.
my group won the class last semester. Chill. I know what I'm doing.
What do you mean won the class?
It's like a group project competition class, and my group
And-
won last semester.
So does the group that wins get an A, and then the second place group gets a B, third place group
No,
gets a C?
but the team that wins gets plus 100 points to their final project score, which basically guarantees them all an A. And
That's
everyone
nasty.
else kind of falls where they falls where they may.
Where do you guys Where do you guys land on group work? Say like you have a group, right, and you're all contributing, but there's that one person who's not doing anything.
I don't care.
You don't care,
I don't care.
David? What about you?
I don't care as long as everything gets done, and then I just put it down on like the evaluation afterwards.
Ooh, Tanner, would you put it down in the evaluation?
No.
What if you're the only one who's doing any of the work?
Then I
I
would tell
thought-
a TA or professor.
I don't know how that. I don't know. That's
That happens
Kind
in
of
this class a lot.
old.
I have a meeting later because one team lead is doing all the work.
I don't know. I feel like that doesn't really happen unless it's either no one does anything or at
You'd be
least a
surprised.
couple of people are doing something. Like, all you have to do is send a message.
Yeah. Have you? I
Yeah,
don't know
but
if you guys,
people like students don't take like the. It's hard to like hold other students accountable, but if a professor says something,
Yeah.
True. I don't know if you guys are hip to this phenomenon, but my sister does, or she doesn't do it anymore, but she was doing online school. And I was observing one class, and she got put in a breakout room. Like, the teacher was like, all right, we're all going to go to breakout rooms. And she got put in a breakout room, and literally what the breakout room was like 3 or 4 students, all with their cameras turned off, no one saying a single thing.
That's the best type of breakout room.
But do you guys get those?
Oh, yeah.
I don't do breakout rooms.
Wait, so Tanner, you'll get sent to a breakout room and then you'll just sit in silence?
hmm
What if the professor comes in?
They typically don't. And if they do, then we'll just make something up. Like, Zoom is easy.
All right. I just thought it like that was a whole interaction that just it tore me apart to my core. The amount
was
of
really
awkwardness in
funny.
the situation.
Like that was a
Uh,
learned behavior across the whole class.
Yeah, everyone like I see that on TikTok all the time too. People talking about like breakout rooms and how no one ever says anything. I would go in. I would lose my mind if I was put in a breakout room. That was the case.
I had one class that did breakout rooms. It was like at the end of class, we had a 30-minute assignment, and we would talk. We would talk together, assign the work, and then like finish it, and it'd be quiet. But if somebody had a question, they'd say something. I didn't feel that was weird. And then we'd like reassemble when it was done and be like, "Are we ready?" Like that's the perfect breakout room.
But you know how in like high school the teachers will be like, yeah, basically like in the middle of class they'll be like, okay, do this, and then we'll reconvene and we'll talk about the assignment or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, just nothing gets done. They just put these kids in the breakout rooms. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Zoom learning is crazy.
Zoom learning is it's which I think it adds a whole new element, which obviously, I mean, I get Zoom anxiety for sure, but not I don't ever host, so I can't relate to your Zoom host anxiety, David.
I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
So we can get into the takes. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
Yeah, who does want to go first?
How about this? Let's play. I think we played this game recently. I'll think there are 3 numbers. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, or I guess 1, 7, and 4, if we follow Woolsey's numbers law. So one of you, I have a number in mind. It's either 1, 7, or 4.
Uh-huh.
And then both of you will say a number. If neither of you get the number, then I'll go first. If one of you gets the number, then you'll go first. So pick a number. Pick a number. Pick a number.
4.
7.
Dude. The number was 4.
Wow.
Tanner goes first.
The Tanner.
My take.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull it up.
Which one are we doing today?
My take is
God.
RJ from Over the Hedge.
Different take. Different. I have no idea who you're talking about.
You've never seen Over the Hedge?
I think I did when I was like 8. And
Dude,
I
that video
don't
game on the
remember who RJ
GameCube was
is.
so good.
Yeah, so RJ is Rocket Raccoon's son from Guardians of the Galaxy.
You do a different take.
Wait, really? Is that true?
No, it's his take.
Pick a different one than RJ from Over the Hedge.
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, what's
It's
the
not
take?
even a take.
How's that not a take?
What's the take that he's Rocket from Guardian of the Galaxy's son?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Do you actually want me to pick a different take?
I don't know who RJ is, so
He's a raccoon from Over
Okay.
the Hedge.
okay. Why? Why is he Rocket's son?
I mean, because it's RJ, it's Rocket Jr., and he was born on Earth, and his parent was kidnapped and wasn't killed by a weed whacker, but was kidnapped and had experiments done on him. Because they're both good with gadgets. They're both selfish, but they come to grow and have a family. And Rocket hates being called animals. Like, you know how people keep calling like rabbit or like dog or cat or whatever, because it reminds him of Earth.
Okay, all right. David, do you know who RJ is from Over the Hedge?
I can't like put a face to it.
That's baffling to me.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up right now.
That's baffling to me that you like don't
Yeah.
know who RJ from Over the Hedge is.
Is that baffling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it when
Okay, yeah,
people
I
actually
see.
know who I'm talking about.
What?
I think that would be better. What do you think,
I
David?
mean, David does basketball takes all the time, so I mean,
I think I've
Is
done
this fair?
2 basketball.
well, that's
David,
2
what do you-
when I was on. So
What do you think? What do you think about RJ?
fine, I'll do a different take.
I mean, I have nothing to add or dispute, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it. Okay, yeah, I guess that's fine.
What do you want me to
So
say?
you agree, David?
Yeah.
I would like to poke a little bit deeper. Tanner, who's RJ's mom?
Oh no,
Okay.
some random raccoon.
All right. How did RJ's mother? Can we name RJ's mother?
Yeah, David.
David. How did David meet Rocket?
Yeah,
It's
what
not really.
timeline?
It's not really that type of relationship, you know.
What do you mean?
They're raccoons.
Yeah, but they must have met.
Yeah, well, they were in a trash pile and they
They just-
doinked.
They don't.
Rocket doesn't really seem like that type of raccoon.
But Rocket, he wasn't the same way, Tanner's saying, because then he got taken and experimented on.
I don't.
Yeah.
Is that Rocket's background?
Yeah, remember he's an exoskeleton in his body because some people like basically made him into a weapon.
They stole a raccoon. Did they steal a raccoon or did they create the raccoon in a lab?
That wasn't elaborated on.
Hmm.
That would be important to know for this theory, Tanner.
Oh, they stole him. Obviously, they didn't.
But I mean, like, I want to know if Guardians of the Galaxy like ever said whether or not Rocket was stolen or whether he was created in a lab. Because what I
I
remember
just said
is
it
he was
wasn't a
created
lab.
in a lab.
like the raccoon itself, they didn't just like put a raccoon skin on and like make it come to life.
That wasn't their
It wasn't a
decision.
live raccoon.
But like they could have test tubed.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't elaborated on, and I'm saying it wasn't test tubed.
How do you know?
Don't you think RJ would have been smarter?
Why?
No, I mean,
Because Rocket's really, really smart.
Well, Rocket wasn't a space alien to start with. He was just
Yeah.
a normal Earth raccoon.
Well, it's still his
smart
brain.
because
It's
of
still
the
his brain in there.
experimentation.
No, it's
That's
his
the
brain.
experimentation and stuff.
Oh.
RJ is
So-
smart. He's really smart with gadgets.
There you go. And he can talk, right?
You've got me convinced.
Yeah, he
Can-
can talk. They both
can
can
RJ
talk. And Bruce Willis and Bradley Cooper are like the same person, so
Does Bruce Willis voice RJ?
yeah,
And Bruce Willis and Bradley Cooper are like the same person?
are like the same person.
Or they're like the same person?
Yeah,
What about the age difference? Is there enough of an age difference, you think?
between the voice actors.
No, between obviously not.
Oh.
Between
Yeah, that's what
Rocket and
I'm
RJ.
stuck on the age. RJ looks old. Older than Rocket.
Yeah.
Older than Rocket. I mean, like it probably. How long does it take for a raccoon to be fertile? Like less than a year.
You're
That's
asking
a good
me.
question. That's a good question. Why would we know?
Oh God.
Why would we know?
I don't know.
You're
I'm
the
just assuming
engineer.
it's-
That
I'm
sounds
just
like
assuming
something
it's
you
not-
should know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Tanner, how did they do the exoskeleton though?
They took him and slapped him on the table, and then basically just poked at his whatever brain body and put like cut him open, put some exoskeleton in, and like whatever with his
Right.
brain.
I assumed
connected.
that much. I think what I was asking was how did they create the exoskeleton itself?
Oh, I don't know.
You know, you're an engineer.
They screwed in a screw, and it connected two pieces of metal, and that was the exoskeleton.
Whoa.
But, like, he's-
And that's
slow
how the
down. I need a
dinosaurs
simpler
were created.
explanation.
Oh, you think the dinosaurs are fake?
Yeah, they were fabricated by Rocket.
Or
Raccoon.
why? What are they trying to cover up? Are they
Raccoons.
trying to cover up that Rocket is RJ's father?
That's what they're. Yeah, that's what they're.
That's why they created the dinosaurs.
Yeah, yeah.
That's huge if true.
That is huge if true. So Tanner, let's. I do want to hear like your full story, like your full theory, in all of its glory. Like I want to hear you tell this story. I want to hear you perform it. Try to convince me.
Okay, so it's the sun's setting on the quiet Earth.
The quiet Earth, yeah.
Quiet Earth, and it's pre-suburban. No, it's post-suburban America.
What does that mean?
There's neighborhoods like in Over the Hedge. You know.
Oh, it's suburban America. It's not
Yeah.
post.
Well, post like it already happened. Like it's already
Post
suburbanized.
suburbanation.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mm.
so there's a couple raccoons, and
David and Rocket.
yeah, David and Rocket, and they're eating trash from a trash pile because that's what
Yep.
raccoon do. And then they doink, and pops goes the weasel. Out
Which
comes,
weasel? David.
Yeah, Dave. Out comes RJ, Rocket Jr., as it were. And he's a little baby. And then the mom is just like being a little bitch, so she leaves.
Mm.
Or, gets eaten by a hawk. That could be a thing.
Right, and then
And then they're just living their lives. And then all of a sudden, a spaceship
mhm.
comes, and then it snatches Rocket from the Earth, kind of like Yondu did to Peter Quill in Guardians.
Mhm.
And then all RJ saw was a spinning blade, and he thought that just killed Rocket. Because in the lore of Over the Hedge, his parents were killed by weed whackers.
Okay.
So that's what he thought was that's how he justified it. They were just killed by weed whackers.
Is
And
RJ
then-
the main character?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then should I explain the plot to her?
No, please no. Just the connection.
Okay, so Baby Rocket's stranded on Earth as a raccoon ought to be.
You mean RJ?
Yeah, RJ.
Yeah.
And then Rocket's being taken up to the spaceship, and then
Right.
basically he's slapped on a table and cut open, and then an exoskeleton's put inside, and they fuck up his brain, Nero style. And then it's like kind of memory loss, but kind of like not. He like has some semblance of like Earth / Terra.
Terra.
Yeah.
And then they make him into a weapon. He gets smart, and then RJ's fending for himself and just collects a bunch of gadgets and stuff because they're the same person. And then
They're father and son, right?
yeah,
They're
it's like
same
the
person.
apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Have you ever heard
Right.
that, Cam? Have you ever heard?
I
that?
have heard that.
Yeah,
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to get at.
My thought on that though is, what if the tree's on a hill?
Oh,
Then the apple could fall pretty far.
that's true. You
Very
just debunked
far.
my whole theory.
Yeah.
What if it's over a cliff?
It just
True.
bounces back up.
Over
Oh,
a cliff
does
into
it?
the sea.
Into the sea, onto a rock,
That's what Isaac Newton saw. He saw
into a river.
the apple bounce back up, and he was like, "I can never tell this to anybody."
I thought the apple hit him in the head.
It hit him in the head, and then it rolled off the cliff, but then it bounced back up.
Oh, okay. And then he was like, the apple does not fall far.
So the
from tree."
apple both
Exactly.
fell far from the tree, and gravity is a lie.
Yeah, I don't think he.
He didn't say both.
No,
Yeah.
he actually also said, "This apple is of my eye. This is the apple of my eye." He created every apple catchphrase, as well as what's the apple slogan right now?
Man,
Just do it.
that's cool.
Just do it.
Do it. He also said that.
Oh.
All right, Tanner, I agree with your take. I think there's compelling evidence here.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Sick.
Nice, Tanner.
I also agree.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, wow, wow. Tanner, pick who you want to go next. Me or David?
David.
David's take is that Rocket is RJ's son.
Oh,
Oh well,
well,
okay.
reverse,
I'm not
actually.
gonna do my take then because you stole it.
God damn it.
My take is that any law that makes it harder for American citizens to vote should be illegal, unconstitutional, what have you, any of the above.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't make any sense.
How do you figure?
How do I figure? Because all
Yeah.
of these bills are based on a
The
lie. Are based on the lie.
Based on what, Tanner?
The song?
No, was he talking about the song Bills, Bills, Bill?
I was talking
Oh.
about bills, bills, bills.
What was that? The Bill of Rights song. You remember that one?
Well, didn't they show us like it was like politics rock, and it was like how a bill gets passed or something,
Yeah.
like Schoolhouse Rock or something.
Yeah. Oh, it was Schoolhouse Rock. Anyone remember any bars from that song? Because that song had bars.
I don't.
Maybe we could make our own Schoolhouse Rock.
Let's do it. Lay me a beat.
Tons.
Lay me a beat.
Okay. Yeah, make this your take, David. Ready? But you have to do it in Schoolhouse Rock style.
Okay.
Poo pooch do, ch poo pooch
Oh
do,
god.
ch poo pooch
Okay.
do, ch poo pooch do, ch
Oh,
poo
okay.
pooch
Okay.
do,
Okay.
ch poo pooch do,
Sam's
You need a hype
bread.
man.
Sam's
poo
bread.
pooch do, ch poo pooch do, ch
I
poo
think
pooch
that
do,
everyone
ch
should be
pooch
able
do,
to vote.
poo
These
pooch
laws
do,
that are being passed
poo pooch do, ch
suck.
poo pooch do, ch
They address
Pooch,
problems
do. Poo, pooch,
that don't
do.
exist.
Poo, pooch, do.
They make it harder for
Poo,
people to
pooch,
vote.
do.
And that's
Poo,
some
pooch,
bullshit.
Do. Poo,
That's my
pooch,
take.
Do. Oh, that was good.
Wow.
That was actually pretty good. It was kind of spoken wordish.
I got there. Yeah, I got there. I had to find it.
Maybe you can be the next poet at the next inauguration.
Ooh, that'd be tight. That'd be huge tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my take. Because
All right.
they're all based on a lie that
Yeah.
that our elections aren't secure, and that they say that, ooh, we need to like restore confidence, and like the data shows that there should be a bunch of confidence, and there's just no reason.
Yeah.
There's no logical reason that you would want to make anybody. It would make it harder for anybody to vote when like that's the one thing that everyone should do.
Mm-hmm.
No sense
Yeah.
at all. No sense at all. Like ridiculous things like water and food. Really, like really.
Yeah. That one is, I mean,
That bill, like I feel like that bill is getting covered on like that issue is what a lot of media is covering on the left, and then the right's like voter ID. But there are a lot of other problems in that bill that are like very meticulously worded, that are very dangerous, and I do think it like people are like, oh my God, why does Biden call it the new Jim Crow? Because like Jim Crow was a different set of laws explicitly, but like it's almost just as maniacal to like change the wording to do the same thing in the same set of laws. Like you're still getting the same effect with some of the things that they're doing.
I mean,
So-
I feel like the amount of attention to the food and drink thing is probably there just because of like that's
How
just-
ridiculous it is.
That is an unnecessary addition.
But there are
You would
other
think-
things like the early voting. It did get extended, but the voter ID law is so strict. It's like ridiculously hard. And they used to like Sunday is a really popular time for a lot of Black people because to vote, because they do like the church will help them. Their churches will help them. And now they've made 2 Saturdays required and for early voting, and then the counties can decide to make the 2 Sundays it's optional. So like some counties
wow.
might decide not to, and that'll hurt like people's ability to vote. So just
I
small
think
things like that. I
is
just don't see
kind
the
of-
point in making it harder. Like the whole just throw the whole thing out is what I'm saying.
Just throw the bill out.
Like I don't think we should like nationalize the election. Like I don't think the federal government should have like power in it, but I do think that there should be like minimums on like polling stations and stuff like that. That like all the states should have to meet. And then the federal government's like not involved in the actual process. I just feel like it needs to be easier. That's my whole thing. Like way easier. Like it should be stupidly easy to vote in this country. Like it should not be hard. It should be easy. We should be talking about how easy it is. If we're the great democracy we say we are.
It's easier to like vote for American Idol.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to like verify who you like. You have to like, you know, there are safety. There is safety stuff that you have to put in, but it's not like it was a problem.
Yeah. And I feel like I don't know the obvious like things behind it, but I feel like it wouldn't be that hard for like state governments to just like when someone turns 16 or 18, like send them some sort of approved photo identification. Like send us a photo and we'll send you something, even if it's not a driver's license or whatever. It's like here's a state ID that will work in like our elections and stuff if you don't have a driver's license.
You know what's also a really ridiculous law, or a set of really ridiculous laws in America?
Hit me.
All of the ages that you can do things.
It is, yeah.
Like, for instance, you can drive at 16, vote at 18, and drink at 21.
And you can smoke at 18, right?
I think smoking
21.
in a lot of places is 21.
Is it 20? Oh, yeah, that's right. That was like last year.
but like in most countries everywhere, it's just everything at 18.
Yeah. A
Which
lot of
makes
places
sense.
drinking is younger, depending on
Yeah.
the drink.
But like in most places, it's just everything. You can do
Yeah.
everything all at the same time.
I think
Well,
that
was it? Can't you like go to like a strip club when you're like 18?
Yeah.
But like typically
it's-
other places are older than the drinking age for like clubs like that.
I think is it 18 or is it 21?
for the strip club,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know.
Pretty
lot,
sure
like-
it's 18.
Some states
think
casinos
it's
are 18.
18.
Some states casinos are 21.
Oklahoma's 18. I know
Right.
that
So do I.
because I've lost a lot of money.
Really? Do you go casinoing?
No, I've gone like 5-6 times. I think I'm only in the red by like $10, $20.
Graham goes and wins like $400 at a time.
Does he go to WinStar?
He drives up to Oklahoma. I don't know what. I think he goes to Choctaw.
Oh, yeah. WinStar is the one that's like right across the border. It's like the first thing you see.
I don't know which one he goes to, but he like wins.
What
He
what
plays
do they
poker
do?
And he wins money. Poker.
Hold'em?
Like yeah.
Oh, he signed
I
up
do
for like
blackjack.
tournaments and stuff.
I think he did a tournament in Miami and he was doing really well. And then he did pocket aces and he went all in. And he said he had like a 99% chance of winning the hand. And he lost. Some guy got
Oh
a
my
straight.
God. That would
Oh,
suck.
And he lost everything.
Did he lose on the river?
It could have been the river. It could have been the flop. What are the names? River, flop.
Flopping, is flopping a thing?
Yeah, it's river, the river, the flop,
Is the flop the last one?
river, flop, turn. Indeed. It could have been the turn.
Could have any of them.
I'll never say. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with especially the food and water thing. I mean, it's the most publicized thing, so that's what I know. But
It's pretty ridiculous.
What's the
that's
rule?
pretty. Ain't it? What, Tanner?
What's the rule?
You can't.
It's like a misdemeanor.
If someone's in line to vote, you cannot give them food or water. It's
You
illegal.
can't be
You'll
within
charged with a
25
crime.
feet of them. I think it says that it only pertains to like partisan groups or like political groups. But
No, not what I read.
I've heard both, and like I don't know what's true, but I feel like even if it says just partisan groups, if
Yeah.
somebody's handing out water and they're like, "Oh, you're a registered Democrat," that's a misdemeanor. Like I feel like it's
Well,
just
that
opening it up to anybody.
but that was already illegal. Electioneering was already illegal.
Oh, which I don't even understand. That's not gonna
What?
sway anybody's vote in line. And honestly, what's the difference between like what people do the whole campaign and handing somebody water in line? I don't really see the difference.
I don't know. I don't know much about electioneering, to be completely
That's
frank.
true. I'm talking out of no knowledge of electioneering, so keep
No
that
man's
illegal.
land.
Keep that illegal if it's bad. But a lot of that law is ridiculous. The
I
entire
think what
thing's
they're
ridiculous.
I think what they're afraid of in electioneering is like people feeling intimidated into voting for a
Oh
certain
yeah,
person.
I feel that. I feel you.
For instance, like the poll watchers at the
Mhm,
last.
mhm, mhm.
All right. Well,
No fucking way.
what's that?
A fire alarm.
The fire alarm.
Here, I'm
Go,
gonna
Tanner,
go on
keep
my
it
phone.
recording. Get out of there. Get out of there.
Mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Mute. Yeah. Okay, come back when you can, Tanner. Come back.
That
when you
is
can.
funny. I just have
Um,
RJ on my phone screen.
Show me. I can't see.
You can't see.
David, are you ready for my take?
Yeah.
We'll do it without.
Wait, do you agree with my take? I think you said you
Yes,
did. I agree with my take. I bet Tanner agrees with my take. So.
If he could say, he would. My take is this, David. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Back pockets are pointless.
I 100% agree.
Get rid of them. What's the point? What's the point?
The
Number one.
Yeah, you go. You go.
number one, that's where you sit.
That's the
You're gonna
thing.
have some. You're gonna sit on your things. No shot.
No, sir.
Number two, pickpockets.
Easy money.
That's where most things get pickpocketed from. I couldn't tell you one good purpose of a back pocket, especially now that like you don't have to carry so much stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I can tell you.
Credit
Like,
cards.
I not even consistently, but like a few times in a row I tried to go out and I would put the wallet in the back pocket because I have like keys, and it's just like the jean pocket is just not a lot of space. You don't want to walk around with it. It's just
Right.
not comfortable. Not the move.
It is pointless, right?
Yeah. Like khakis,
It feels
definitely not like cart. No, I'm not putting like those pockets are big enough, so that's fine. Jeans, it's just not correct.
Actually, you know what? I think this is more of a male centric take because isn't there a thing where like female pockets are really small?
Yeah, I think so. That's why. Yeah, I think so. It's because the
Remember,
jeans are tighter.
Everyone used to put their phones in their back pocket.
Yeah, I feel like they would bend. I feel like one of the iPhones had that problem of like bending after
I think
being
it
in
did.
pockets.
I think it did. It definitely did.
Like the 6 or 7 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
8, whatever it was.
That was like a Dawson / high school thing, right?
Yeah,
Your
it
phone
was
started
around
bending.
then. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like. I already need to get a new phone case because this material, it's like rubber, and it just pulls. The fabric of my pocket, it pulls it out every time. That's just an
Oh.
embarrassing process. Need to
That
get
is
something a little bit smoother, and not smoother, but sleeker, I guess. Glossy.
There isn't much that's more embarrassing than like pulling your phone out of your pocket and it also like pulls a bunch of other stuff out of your pocket.
Oh yeah, my phone pocket's dedicated. Nothing else
Yeah.
goes in the phone pocket.
So what's your typical pocket strategy?
It's
You have your right
it's
pocket
right
and your left
pocket
pocket,
phone, right pocket
Mhm.
phone, and then left pocket. That's like wallet, keys, AirPod case. I sometimes put the AirPod case in my backpack. I
Mhm.
sometimes put the wallet in my backpack. If I'm wearing jeans sometimes, and I'm not like I don't need my wallet. I just like to have it on
Yeah.
me, in case. I'll throw it in my
Uh-huh.
backpack. Give me more space for keys and AirPods. My mask.
Mask,
Especially with the
where-
mask.
you're-
I don't like mixing other stuff up with the mask. The keys and the
'Cause it goes
the
on your
earloops
face.
get caught up.
But also
Yeah.
it's kind of gross, you know?
Yeah.
Because the mask goes on your face. You don't. What I typically do, I agree. Phone right pocket, wallet, keys left pocket. But I typically put my mask in the right pocket because then I feel like my left pocket gets too crowded.
That's fair. I might try that out.
You know what I mean?
I might try that out because you're
Give it
right.
a shot. I mean,
You're
I feel
right.
like if there's one thing that could go in your back pocket, it's mask.
That's
Just 'cause it's so
that's
small.
perfectly true. And honestly, I would say the mask is rarely ever in my pocket.
Yeah, that's fair. Typically on your face.
Rarely
I
ever.
typically put it in my pocket when I'm driving, when I know I'm driving somewhere.
Yeah, I throw it in like my console in front of me. And then like if I'm at a drive-through, I throw it on.
Yeah, me too.
Back pocket, it could get a little disgusting, wrinkly. Mine's cloth, so it gets a bit wrinkly.
Yeah.
Hot.
And like it's something it might be blue, but farts? What are you gonna fart into your mask?
I'm gonna smell my mask right now. I'm gonna tell you how it smells.
As-
Well, actually, I washed this one like 2 days ago, so pristine, pretty pristine. I haven't been in many places yet.
no, mine smells. Oh, I feel like all my masks really.
Because I have like permanent great breath. Duh.
Obviously.
Obviously.
What are you, a mouthwash guy? Do you mouthwash?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've always been a mouthwash
Wait.
guy.
Always.
Ever since like
Interesting.
always.
One thing that bothers me about mouthwash, it's always bothered me about mouthwash. You know how they're like, don't eat or drink after you do mouthwash.
Oh yeah.
That always
I don't abide by
psychs
that.
me out a little bit. You don't abide?
Well, I mean, like I won't do it directly after because that'll ruin the flavor. But I mean, like if I'm going out to a
Right.
restaurant, not now, but or even if I'm going to eat outside, like if I'm going to see friends,
Yeah.
I'll put mouthwash on. I'll use some mouthwash.
Mm.
Go to the restaurant. By then, you also get a glass of water. The mouthwash flavor
Yeah.
is down, but I like that feeling, the confidence that fresh breath brings.
That's fair.
That's a consumer insight that I'm gonna use in my career.
You like the freshness that mouthwash brings. I was reading a book about habits a few years ago, and I can't remember who it was, but like I think it was the toothpaste companies that they were like, no one's brushing their teeth. Like, number one, we need them to buy our toothpaste, and number two, like it's a sanitary thing. Like everyone should brush their teeth. How do we make it so that people brush their teeth? And the answer came with the freshness. So like, how your mouth feels tingly after you brush your teeth, after you use minty toothpaste? That's like not that doesn't need to be a thing. They put it in so that people actually could feel that
Feel the
freshness, and they could
freshness.
equate it with freshness, and then it became a habit for them. They're like, I need that freshness. Or
I
otherwise
love
my
it.
breath is-
I need that cream.
Have you ever tried to brush with like flavorless toothpaste?
No, it seems criminal.
It's bad. It's not as good. You don't feel like you did anything, but you did. Like it's just as good at cleaning. It's just you don't feel the tingliness.
I'm telling you, the freshness, dude. Freshness.
Gotta have freshness.
I'm trying to think of another
Fresh,
example
fresh. Of
like
what?
freshness being paramount, but I can't think.
Like
if you wash your sheets, but
Yeah.
then let's say you're lazy and like don't put them on for a
Mm-hmm.
while. I'm gonna sleep on like an empty bed. I don't know. You lose that freshness.
another example could be Febreze. How like that was made a habit too, where like they made it so that you would feel bad if after you cleaned you didn't do some pumps of Febreze.
Yeah, because you could just spray odor eliminator, but you don't get the affirmation of the scent.
Exactly. They I think because Febreze, it started as something that was like that just killed bad smelling bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
So it would leave like no smell.
Yeah,
But once they started to make it smell like something,
you couldn't.
it's all
go
about
back.
mental equating.
What
something
is
with something
fresh?
else.
What's fresh?
What is fresh? I'm pretty fresh.
Are ya? Are ya? I just got a
Yeah.
haircut. I feel kind of fresh.
Hey, freshness.
Feel kind of fresh.
What's it? Do you think that fresh is one of the most important feelings to you?
Well, I guess if clean over fresh, I want to feel clean.
Clean over fresh.
If there's definitely
But
like something I'm doing, I want to feel fresh for it.
Clean can make you feel fresh, though, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You can feel clean and not fresh. I felt
Yeah,
that way
I
before.
feel like you can go like take a shower and not if you're just like a rinsing shower, then you're just like lounging. You're clean, but you're not
Yeah.
quite fresh.
Or like a really long hot shower that can leave me feeling clean but not fresh.
Absolutely. Feel dry.
A quick shower in the morning. Quick shower in the morning. I'm fresh.
Ooh, I like run my head under before I start anything. Even if I don't shower
have to.
immediately, I run my head under the water.
You have to.
Just, one, bedhead, and two, wake up. Ah,
Yeah. Wake up.
two
Wake up,
problems
man.
eliminated.
2 birds, 1 scone.
Ooh, ooh,
No,
I like that idea.
I don't love scones.
I'm not sure I've ever had a scone.
No. They're dry.
Ooh, I don't want a scone.
They're really
It's
very
a dessert,
They taste
right?
good, but they're dry. It's more like a breakfast pastry.
Ah, I don't do dry, especially
like
on
a muffin.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Muffins can be
It's-
moist.
Muffins should be moist.
Oh, so you're saying it's like a muffin but dry?
Yes. Well,
Gotcha.
I was saying it's a breakfast pastry like a muffin. is.
Ah, yes. Muffins are wonderful. when they're
Yeah, muffins are
moist.
good, especially when moist.
Blueberry,
moist.
some blueberry.
Ugh, a moist blueberry muffin.
Talk about it. I didn't. I
But,
never liked when they had the big chunks of sugar on them. but it really
Really?
took away from the muffin.
It also makes it seem just like dessert.
Yeah, it's too much at that point. You're veering on like breakfast cupcake.
Yeah. Yeah. Which
Just
is
not
kind of
the
strange
move.
because like pancakes are basically just sugar and flour.
But yeah, but they have the right
And syrup.
texture. You know the
Yeah.
crunchy plus the moistness of the muffin doesn't work, I think.
Yeah. But you're not into nuts, right? That's
No, don't put any
Yeah.
nuts in my food. I'll eat nuts, but don't put it in my stuff.
so you don't like the soft plus the nut. Like you don't like brownies with nuts.
No. And I also just don't really like the flavor of nuts in most things. And the texture.
Yeah.
So it's a lose.
I feel like nuts they're typically a texture thing though, right? They typically don't add to the taste at all.
That's true. I don't like it.
No, that's fair. I mean, if I was given a choice between something with nuts and something without nuts, I would choose without.
Have I brought that on the pod before? I feel like I have, where it's like, at least I've told people before, like when Chick-fil-A has those brownies on display and they have nuts in them, it's so dumb because it's like everyone that would buy that would also buy one without nuts,
Right.
and more
Right.
people would buy it without nuts than would with nuts.
I would tend to agree, especially with the ages of the people who are typically eating at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's like allergies as well. You're driving away customers. Come on,
Yes.
think about it.
Talk to them. Talk to them. You know what I made recently was a Chick-fil-A bowl.
I saw. Didn't you? Did you post about that?
No. Did
Somebody.
I don't post
Like the
that.
same day that I ate Chick-fil-A, somebody posted that they made homemade Chick-fil-A. So
No.
I got mixed up.
It wasn't homemade Chick-fil-A. We got like an 8-count chicken nugget, fries, and mac and cheese. Then you mix that all together with Chick-fil-A sauce in a bowl, and it sounds better than it is. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
much.
really?
It sounds better than it is. Everything is better individually.
See, you're. My parents used to always try and get me to eat stuff by saying you like this and you like that, and that's just dumb logic. It's terrible logic.
Well, especially like if you're like cooking stuff, like so much more goes into that than just,
Yeah. Is the mac and cheese good at Chick-fil-A by itself?
like it's. I think it's just like mac and cheese, but some people swear by it.
Do you remember Boston Market's mac and
Give it a
cheese?
shot.
Do you ever have that?
No.
Okay. No comparison.
Is it good?
then. It was really good, but it's gone now.
All right. Well, I mean, Tanner's not here.
Roddy, where are you?
Do we? I mean, the only way that we could award a hottest take is if we both say that Tanner's take was the hottest.
I don't think Tanner's was the hottest though.
What? So what was your take? Your take was the
Mine
bill.
was that any law that makes voting harder should be unconstitutional. I think objectively that's the hottest take.
You think so?
Not among the crowd. I knew it wouldn't be among like with you, but I think if you were
Yeah.
to project that to the masses, that'd be a very hot take.
True. It would be.
It's quite a
I don't know. I
progressive
think 50% of people would say it's hot. 50%
Exactly,
people would say it's
yeah.
not. And then eliminate. What do you think about eliminate the back pocket?
Or you just like, do you want it there but like closed?
No,
Like,
they just don't even put it
You
on.
want a plain butt?
Yeah.
Ooh, we might have to get.
Do you think that'll look weird?
I think it might look a little weird just because it might not, as long as there's not
I
like
feel
a
like
lot going on.
I feel like it only looks weird because it's what we're used to.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. It might not look weird. It might not look weird.
But you can't vote for yourself, right?
No.
So if you had to vote between my take and Tanner's take, whose would you vote for?
What was? I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, Tanner's like is made up out of nothing. So I guess I'll say Tanner's.
Wow. And honestly, David, if I had to vote,
Oh my god.
if I had to say whose take, I'm so pissed. I'm so mad. But if I had to say whose take is hotter, to me, oh god, what am I gonna do? I'll say Tanner. I'll say
Oh
Tanner.
my god. What do I have to do?
I can't believe he won with that take. That really makes me mad.
Oh my god. I'm considering retirement.
No, no. You just, I mean,
That's a flaming
I
hot take.
I think your take?
Yes.
No, I think 50% of people would say that yours is a hot take. I think like 90% of people would say that Tanner's is hot.
But isn't 50% of people saying something's a hot take and 50% of people saying something's not a hot take the epitome of a hot take?
That's interesting.
Perfect disagreement. The equilibrium of disagreement. I mean, think about
Let's not. Let's not.
No, we can bleep that out. That'd be a good way to just end it.
Yeah,
Think about beep. Let's not.
Well, that's fine. David, I feel like you have to let them come to you. You have to let the hot takes come to you. If you go on searching for the hot take, it's not going to come.
They don't come either way.
You can't expect a big streak either. Like, you just had one last episode.
Oh, did I? What was that take?
It was the put everything controversial into a museum of controversy.
That was a good one. I was happy
there you
with
go.
that one.
So
You're right.
Yeah. Take them as they come.
I'm gonna take them on the run.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we ride.
That's been hot takes, high stakes. Tanner, one hottest take. He's not even here.
But he's safe. He's safe and sound.
He is. I hope.
We hope. Hopefully,
I imagine
hopefully
the whole
Anemone doesn't
collapses
burn
on
down.
OBS right now. Yeah, Anemone. Let's hope Anemone doesn't burn down. All right, that's been hot takes, high stakes. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on TikTok too. On hot takes _ high stakes is our @ TikTok. And yeah.
Ciao, Den.
Ciao, Den. See you next week.
Plump Goops Podcast.